76ers guard Tyrese Maxey is a player everyone should be trying to trade for in fantasy, and I'm here to detail why. So let's get into the film. Alright, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. This is Nick, and welcome to Basketball Trading Room. And of course, today we will be talking about Tyrese Maxey, who just recorded the first 30-point tennis game by a 76ers player on Christmas ever with 33-12 versus Boston Celtics. And I know what you're probably thinking: who is trading Tyrese Maxey? Maxey has been traded in 2 personal leagues that I'm in, and better players in fantasy get traded all the time. And with the 76ers' rough start this season and Maxey's overall rank as a player, which we will get into later, may cause some folks to move him, and I want you to snag that opportunity if it comes around. So here, of course, in this game, Tyrese Maxey had 33 points and 12 assists. He's averaging 26 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. And if you've seen the other videos on the channel, the Cade Cunningham videos, the Dennis Schroeder videos, if you want players in fantasy, they have to be able to do everything. Points are the least tallied stat in fantasy. Rebounds, assists, and steals and blocks are worth more. And the fact that Tyrese Maxey is a small guard, averaging 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals is a really valuable trade in fantasy. So here on this first play, we got the 76ers faking some stagger action, right? So stagger action is when you set 2 of the same screens with just a little bit of space apart. So you see Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, they look like they're gonna come over here and set these same screens for Paul George to come out right here to the top of the key. But what actually happens is this is a misdirection play for Tyrese Maxey. You see how them setting up this play kind of freezes Jaylen Brown right here. You see he's coming, and then Tyrese Maxey has to step on him because he thinks those 2 screens are coming. So now we have a 2-man game with Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. And this is another reason why I think you should trade for Tyrese Maxey if the opportunity comes up, is because his production doesn't waver whether Joel Embiid is playing or whether Paul George is playing. Of course, he'll get more opportunities when those 2 players aren't playing, but he again still had a 33-12 game with these guys playing. So if you have an opportunity to get Tyrese Maxey, please go get him. Here we got him playing well off of Joel Embiid and Paul George. We got Joel giving it to Paul George. And because of Joel Embiid's gravity as a player, we got Al Horford over here and Jason Tatum over there with Joel Embiid. They leave Tyrese Maxey, a good shooter, open. He sidesteps Al Horford and hits the 3. And again, Maxey averages 2 steals on the season, but in this game, he had 3 steals and 1 block. That's 12 points just off defense, not even accounting for the 33 points and the 12 assists. So here the Celtics are going to try to run some pin out action. Kristaps Porzingis is going to set this screen for Jaylen Brown to come off, either curl or come off right here in this slot. But Tyrese Maxey reads this well, right? As he's guarding Derek White, you're going to see him jump to the pass. So a really important skill for people that get steals in the NBA or just any level of basketball is them reading the pass, their reaction time, and them jumping towards the pass. So what Tyrese Maxey is going to do, he sees where Derek White has the basketball at. There's no pass fake, no nothing. He just throws the ball. Tyrese Maxey jumps in that direction. He gets that steal. And of course, everybody knows about him on the offensive side. His lightning quick first step, the cross tween right there, gets around Derek White, and he finished with a layup. And here we got him again playing off of Joel Embiid. He is a guy, like I said earlier, that can play without these guys and can play with Joel Embiid and Paul George. So no matter what the lineup looks like for the 76ers, I don't think his play dips at all based on the fluctuation of their team. And here we got seeing the gravity that Joel Embiid has Al Horford guarding him, and has Derek White off of Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey is a guy that can really shoot the ball from deep. So this is too far over from Derek White. Embiid gets the pass over to him, and he hits the deep 3. And Tyrese Maxey, of course, is one of the fastest players with the ball in his hand in the NBA. So if he gets a switch against a big man, it is trouble for the opposing team. We got Caleb Martin doing a nice job on this step-up screen here. Sets a very nice screen on Jaylen Brown, which forces Luke Cornett isolated on Tyrese Maxey in the corner. He does a slight hesitation move right there, gets right past Luke Cornett, and a tough reverse finish. And in this game specifically, Maxey really shined when he was able to play without Embiid and PG. He shined on multiple occasions and had runs by himself that separated the 76ers. And this graph really sums things up for this year, and it's another reason why I again don't see any drop off with Maxey based on the team's lineup. And here on this play, again, without PG and Joel Embiid on the court, they got ample time to rest themselves, because every time they came out of the game, Tyrese Maxey made sure the 76ers either stayed afloat or went up big, as he did in the 4th quarter. Of course, we'll get to that, but here he's isolated against Payton Pritchard and gets a shot before the end of the 1st quarter. And here he is again in that lineup, running a pick and roll with Yabusele. Kristaps Porzingis comes up after the good screen by Yabusele, but he doesn't come up and close this space. Now, this is a very tough position for any big man to be in, because if Kristaps Porzingis was to come over here and close this space, Tyrese Maxey might just hit him with an in and out and then go past him. But on this particular play, Kristaps Porzingis closes more to the outside, and Tyrese Maxey has a really good lane right here, as again, he's one of the fastest players in the league with the ball in his hands. Right there, gets past Kristaps Porzingis in a left-hand dunk. And Tyrese Maxey again had 12 assists in this game. He just draws so much attention when he gets downhill with his speed. And here he gets Guerschon Yabusele a wide open three. Now, the Celtics game plan is to leave Guerschon Yabusele, but we saw with him running that two-man game with Joel Embiid at the top of the key, they left Joel Embiid open too. So it doesn't really matter who Tyrese Maxey is in these actions with. When he gets downhill, the opposing team really notices him. And here we got a step-up screen by Yabu, gets Tyrese Maxey going downhill at Kristaps Porzingis, and Jaylen Brown is chasing him the entire possession, and he's able to get the ball back to Yabusele for the three. And it doesn't take much to get Tyrese Maxey going on the offensive side of the ball. Here we got just one simple off-ball screen by Yabusele, and Tyrese Maxey is going to come off right here, and he does a nice job of reading the defender's angle. So whichever way they're going, he does a nice job of leveraging that and getting to the basket. So you're going to see him set the screen here. Sam Hauser notices that the screen was set, and Jaylen Brown is a few steps behind. So he's going to come over and try to take away Tyrese Maxey. But as he's moving to this side, you're going to see Sam Hauser coming, sliding over, and Tyrese Maxey, as soon as he sees that, rips through to the other side as he catches the ball and gets a layup. And here we are in the fourth quarter, 76ers up 3. Tyrese Maxey on the court with no Embiid, no Paul George, and he ballooned this lead all by himself, had his own personal run, and right here again using the angle. So a good screen by Caleb Martin, and the way he sets the screen is really important because he sets it so Derek White isn't able to get back, and he again gets to get a free run downhill at the big man. But again, he's using the angles of the defenders to leverage where he goes. So as you see him get downhill on Luke Kornet, again a good screen by Caleb Martin to get Derek White off him. Luke Kornet is gonna flip his hips a certain way. He's gonna flip his hips right there because he's expecting Tyrese Maxey to drive. As soon as Tyrese Maxey sees that, the in and out dribble, the step back three to avoid Derek White, and he hits it. And here we got Maxey taking over again in isolation on Sam Hauser, gets the push off, step back, mid range. And here just a crazy play by Tyrese Maxey. Got both Sam Hauser and Peyton Pritchard chasing him right here. And of course, if you see the score, it's 92-84. We started the fourth quarter with Tyrese Maxey in there, 87-84. So he just putting a team on his back right here. The spin move on both Sam Hauser and got Peyton Pritchard trying to reach from behind, but he still gets a floater to go. And of course, as a defense, if a guy scores 7 straight points on you, he's going to have the attention of more defenders when he starts to try to score the ball. So here we got Tyrese Maxey using that gravity that he has, especially in his fourth quarter, taking it over. Again, without Embiid and Paul George, gets his other teammates involved. So here, you got him on a pick and roll with Kyle Lowry. Luke Kornet making sure he doesn't get to the basket. So you got Peyton Pritchard chasing him. And you got Derek White coming over right here at the elbow, taking away his drive and forcing the pass over to Caleb Martin. But Tyrese Maxey does a great job of the behind the back pass because they had 3 guys on Tyrese Maxey. Luke Kornet has to recklessly close out to Kyle Lowry. He allows a flyby and a side step 3. And here we got Tyrese Maxey again reading the angles of the defense and using that as leverage to get a bucket. And here the late bucket effectively ends the game or seals the game here for the 76ers. Again, we got one off-ball screen for him off the inbound. He's going to come out here. But watch what Peyton Pritchard does right here on this play. So he sees what's happening, right? And he guesses correctly. So you have Tyrese Maxey coming off that screen, right? Peyton Pritchard is going to come up right here to Tyrese Maxey to take away this catch. But again, Tyrese Maxey is so good at using the angles of the defense. He sees that and he's going to cut right to the basket. Peyton Pritchard, you just can't guard Tyrese Maxey, a guy this fast, cutting like that to the basket. He fumbles, but he still gets the bucket. And here, as you can see, Maxey is ranked 43rd in Yahoo Fantasy, a top 45 player on most platforms. But what's interesting is that his ranking is this low because of the 6 games he's missed this season. And when you sort the rankings by average fantasy points per game, he is 20th in the NBA. And out of PG, Embiid, and Maxey, I trust him to stay healthy the most. So look to take advantage if he becomes available. But please leave a like and subscribe. We will see you in the next video. Peace.